Hello again and welcome to this channel. So it's me again and I'm going to take you through the Go transcript test answers and this is just transcription test and we are going to do the English UK test for part A. Part B there is already an answer that has been provided, so we want to rush through this very fast. Remember that you must score 100% for this test and you are told that there are guidelines in here. Remember that transcription is a very easy task. All you have to do is listen to an audio text and transcribe it following the rules that have been given in the guidelines, and the pay is very good. Again, you can make your dollars from this place, $1,000 per month, or even more than that, but it depends on the number of hours you dedicate and your speed and accuracy. Always remember to follow this channel and subscribe. So what are the rules for transcribing titles of films, books, magazines, song titles, artworks, plays, TV and radio programs, and foreign expression? Those are italicized. We are told that there are things that should never be italicized. That is, for example, Bible, holy books like Quran, Bible, and any other quotation from the holy books. And the others is, so which of the following quotes contains incorrect punctuation? So this is basically a grammar rule. This is what you apply, what you have been told in school, so that this one there shouldn't be a comma in here. And again, a comma separates list of items, but there is no list of items in here, so the placement of the comma in that place is not appropriate, and the colon again there is not needed. What should not be omitted in clean verbatim? In clean verbatim, never omit slang words. Repetitions are always omitted in clean verbatim because you are making the transcription clean. So you omit repetitions, you omit false starts, you omit stammering, and sometimes you also omit conjunctions, provided that you are left with a sentence that makes sense and does not alter of the the meaning of the sentence. So, but in full verbatim, you will include such things. In Again, I want to tell you that in clean verbatim or in any type of transcription, slang words and swear words are not omitted. It's just that this question, the person who said it made an error. So swear words is not among the answers, but it should be among the answers, because you should never omit slang words, be it swear words, be it in clean verbatim or in full verbatim. If the speaker makes a grammatical error, what should you do? There are instances when you are transcribing and you realize that the speaker has made a grammatical error. Instead of saying, I went yesterday, he says that I will went tomorrow. So in such an instance, you should never correct the speaker. Just transcribe what the speaker said word for word and don't correct the error that has been made. If the speaker, for instance, misspells or mispronounces the name of a city and you are aware that it's a city, correct that. But if it's a grammatical error, never correct the speaker. Just transcribe what the speaker has said word for word. Don't attempt to correct them in cases of grammatical errors. Yeah, that's that. Then again, we are told with the next question that what is the main difference between clean verbatim and full verbatim? We have talked about this just a few moments ago, that in a clean verbatim, you always omit starters, false starts, and repetitions, but in full verbatim, you don't you have them. So clean verbatim doesn't include repetition and starters, while full verbatim must include them. That is the main difference between clean verbatim and full verbatim. That clean verbatim, you will not include repetitions and starters. Repetitions For instance, someone says something and he repeats there, and starters are false starts. For instance, I start saying I went to Nairobi. So I went, you will just write I went to Nairobi and omit the starter. The correct forms of affirmation for full verbatim are in that format. There is nothing to talk much about that. This is the correct form of affirmation. Someone accepts with you, agrees with what you are saying, you will transcribe it this way. These are all correct in full verbatim, not in clean verbatim. Remember that when you are transcribing, always make sure that you understand what type of transcription you have been directed to use. And the client is final. Don't If the client tells you to do clean verbatim, don't be smart and say that he needs to transcribe everything. You just do what he wants, and it's always important to read the guidelines so that you are aware of the rules that relate to these types of transcription. Which of the following are considered filler words? Filler words, again, as we have said, are words that are added. A speaker adds to them when they are thinking or when a thought is not complete. So those are filler words, and they are sometimes like when someone says that's a filler words, then you know sort of all those are just examples, some examples of filler words that are included in full verbatim. They are transcribed in full verbatim, but in clean verbatim, always make sure that you omit them. You don't include them in your transcription because clean verbatim should not have them. Which of the following is the proper format of a speaker label? Again, we have talked about this now and again, that speaker labels should always be bolded and a colon applied immediately after the speaker label. So it must be bolded and a colon applied just after the speaker label. So that's how you transcribe a speaker label in Got Transit. This one is wrong because it's not bolded and it doesn't have a colon. But even if it had a colon, it will also be wrong because it's not bolded. So those are the two errors with this one. Then this one is right, the speaker label. Then right immediately after the speaker label, there is a colon. That makes it perfect. This one is wrong because first it's not bolded, then there is space between the speaker label and the colon. That automatically makes it wrong, an error. So it's not right. This one, it depends on the verbatim type. No, speaker labels are clearly defined and there are rules to transcribing speaker labels, and they are the same, be it in clean verbatim and full verbatim. And the instruction is that you must be as descriptive as possible. And if the name of the speaker has been given, use the name of the speaker as the speaker label. If the name has not been given, be as descriptive as possible. For instance, if you realize that this is a teacher, use teacher as the speaker label. If the speaker uses swear words, what do you do? So here again, it's a correction to this question in here. Here we said what should not be omitted in clean verbatim, and we just had slang words. Remember that we have said that even swear words must be transcribed. So here you transcribe them word for word, even if it's clean verbatim or full verbatim. You don't censure them. In some companies, transcription companies, you will be required to censure them. I don't want to talk about that, but always remember that when you are transcribing with Go Transcript, you don't censor them. You transcribe them word for word. Then here, which abbreviations or stroke acronyms are incorrectly written. So there is a rule with abbreviations and acronyms. The rule is that abbreviations and acronyms must be written in uppercase letters. Then when you are writing abbreviations and acronyms, remember that there are no periods that are provided or any punctuation marks between the words. They must just be like that. So A will be right, NH S. B, you don't transcribe them that way because of the periods that are supplied between the letters. So option B is incorrect, is wrong. Option C is again wrong because of those. So with that, we are sure that we have scored 100% and we submit this for grading. Yeah. So again, as I've said, the transcript is in here. I can supply it.
In the previous video, we
Please
discussed an extreme.
be very careful with this test. Thank you so much.